Hi sir, this is Weng Hong, and together with my teammates To Jason and Joselito, we'll be presenting for our project PRG4205E, which focuses on ERP programming. In this project, we choose Adidas AG as our case study. Adidas AG is one of the world's leading manufacturers of footwear, operating in a highly competitive and rapidly growing industry that requires agility, efficiency, and innovation. The company managed the global supply chains, diversified product lines, large-scale manufacturing, and omni-channel sales that requires an ERP system to support them in simplifying operation, improving data-driven decision-making, and enhance customer experience. For our project objectives is to build a modular system in Odoo that allow business to select only the applications is needed and also configure the key modules to meet their business requirements, handle multi-level approvals in procurement, automate production plans across multiple factories, tracking raw materials usage and environmental impacts that aligns with Adidas corporate values, automatically updates inventory level, raw materials procurement and financial accounts in real time.
Next, the sales and distribution, covering the CRM, quotation, sales order, and invoice. In the first step, we create a retailer name as sport banner, warehouse outlet, and add the important of information for reference. Next, our sales represent send a quotation such as formal offer to the retailer. The quotation provide the product names, quantity description, unit price, tax, and total price. The customer must accept or reject the quotation before the expire date. If the customer accept the quotation, the sales order will be generated and the system will convert the quotation into the sales order. Deliver order and invoice are initiated after the sales order is formed. The deliver order is created to fulfill the order and delivery process to the retailer and the invoice made by seller to request customer make the down payment process. For example, the customer must make the 10% of total amount in the specified payment term request. After create the invoice, the detail convert to sales order automatically in order to make payment.
This slide I'm going to talk about the inventory and purchase module. The first step was setting up the dedicated warehouse. This acts as our central hub where every raw materials and finished product is tracked and making sure nothing slips through the crack. Then I added the essential raw materials, rubber soles, shoelaces, and fabrics. These are the critical components that go into producing every Adidas Ultra Boost shoes. By categorizing them properly, we make inventory management much smoother. Lastly, I configure Malaysia's sales and service tax at 6%. This ensures that every sales we process is fully compliant with local tax law. So the system is not only practical but also legally aligned. In short, this stage set up the backbone of our operations. We know where our stock is, what materials we have, and how sales will be tagged. Next, we move from raw materials to the finished product, the Adidas Ultra Boost 22. I set it up as a storable product, which means Odoo can keep track of its stock levels as we manufacture and sell it. For customer-facing flexibility, I added attributes like size and color. This way we can handle multiple product variants. For example, a size 42 Ultra Boost in dark blue or gray without creating separate products manually. I also enter the product's weight and volume. These details may look small, but they are very important for warehouse storage and accurate shipping cost calculations. Finally, the product was priced at 120 ringgit with a production cost of 60 ringgit and Malaysia 6% SXT tax was applied. This step essentially transformed our raw materials into a finished, sellable item, fully ready for sales and inventory management. For the purchase module, first we created a vendor who supplies our raw materials, such as rubber soap. Then we place a purchase order and confirm the delivery. After completing the process, the inventory for our raw materials increased automatically in the system, showing that the supplies were successfully received and ready to be used in the production. Let's move on to the financial accounting module. First, we have the cash flow statement, which tracks how money flows in and out of the company over a selected period. This gives us a clear view of liquidity and whether the company has enough cash to support operations. Then the profit and loss report provides a summary of our income and expenses. From this, we can calculate whether the company is operating at a profit or loss. For example, as shown here, we recorded a net profit of 402 ringgit after deducting expenses from our sales revenue. Lastly, the balance sheet shows the overall financial position of the company by listing assets, liabilities, and equity. This helps us understand what the company owns, what is owed, and the value retained as equity. Together, these reports give us a complete picture of the company's financial health and are essential for decision making. For this part, I work on dynamic pricing using the price list feature. I created a rule for Adidas Ultra Boost 22 where the selling price change depending on the quantity purchased. For example, if a customer buys just one pair, the price is the original price, which is 120 ringgit. But if they order 10 pairs, the price drop to 110 for each. And for the 50 pairs or more, the price is reduced further to 90 ringgit for each. This way, we can encourage bulk purchases and manage our sales strategy more effectively. For the scenario-based simulation, I analyzed how changes in cost and sales could affect Adidas Ultra Boost 22 profit. In the first scenario, if raw material costs increase by 15%, expenses go up to 655.50 and profit drop slightly to 616.50, but we are still profit. In the second scenario, if sales volume decreases to 20%, revenue falls to 1,000 17 and 60 cents, and profit shrink to 447.60. This brings us very close to the break-even point. Finally, in the worst case, combined scenario where sales drop 20% and costs rise 15%, profit goes up, profit goes down further to 362.10, while still positive, show the business would face significantly pressure on margins. This kind of stimulation helps us prepare for risk and make informed decisions, like adjusting pricing or reduce the cost. In this part, we implemented an automated profit alert to monitor overtime labor costs. I created a schedule action called overtime labor alert, which runs daily under the work order model. This allows the system to automatically check for unusual overtime labor costs that may affect profit. To make it work, I also added a trigger using Odoo cron scheduler so the alert runs at a right time each day. This setup ensures that the company gets early warning whenever labor costs start to exceed the thresholds, giving us a chance to take corrective action before profit is impacted.